Good evening, everyone. We're down at Commissioner's Cove. I have one of the owners here, El Niño, decided to stop by the Commissioner's Cove. Welcome. I appreciate you coming, taking your time out. Can't let too many people down here, but you're more than welcome to come, El Niño. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions today. Would you mind answering them?
Sounds good.
All right.
Good to be here.
All right, we're gonna begin this episode by a quick little rundown of. I want to talk about I brought you down here and invited you. I want to talk about your injuries because I believe you're the one owner that sustained the most injuries so far. But with that being said, you got your 2-1 record. Mm-hmm. So tell us about your injuries, how you're feeling. What do you plan to do later on to combat those injuries?
Well, starting off, I'm not gonna lie, I had Cooper Cup, so I expected a slow week 1, 2, 3, but I can't complain. 2-1, not that bad. That being said, tragic injury to Nick Chubb.
Hey, that was a tough one. That's a tough loss.
His leg took a turn for the worse, to say the least.
Okay.
Other than that, look what happens with Mikey Williams. Mikey Williams does good. 2 weeks a little slow. Third week, 27-point performance, and then tears his ACL.
Well, we all knew Mikey Williams was injury prone, but you decided to take him in the draft.
I believed in him.
I mean, it's always the hype.
Vital mistake.
It's not a mistake because he gave you a victory in week number 3. So it's not a mistake.
Helped with Brandon Ayuk being out for the rib injury, which is another injury on the team. It's very frustrating. One thing I would like to add to comment, though, is my struggling quarterbacks.
Okay.
Dak Prescott, Mac Jones, you would think the first week, 40 blowout, 40-0. What does Dak Prescott get? 4 points. You can't make this up.
That's pretty funny.
You can't make this up. What happens the second week? You know what? I want to sit him down. Let me play Mac Jones. Mac Jones did good the first week.
Okay.
14 points from Mac Jones, and I lose. And then I watched the week 2 video, and then I see some comments being made about my decision for that. Saying that was a boneheaded mistake. And you know what happens week 3? Dak Prescott eats poop.
Okay.
He does dog.
Okay.
Absolutely terrible. Leads me to pick up Russell Wilson.
That's not a bad move, though. Russell Wilson did well last week.
Now it's not a bad move.
Listen, even though Miami put up 70 points, it doesn't matter. I think he threw for 300-something yards. What was it, 2 TDs?
Yeah, second game throwing over 300 yards.
Hey,
He's going against the Bears this week. That's why I picked him up.
Are you going to start him?
I started him.
All
He's
right.
on the lineup.
All right.
Over CJ Stroud. People were telling me today. You told me CJ Stroud. I don't know. The Texans. I just don't like that team.
No, that's fair.
They have a good wide receiver. That CJ Stroud's doing good the first 2 weeks. We'll see how they do the rest of the season.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I mean, I like CJ Stroud. I picked up Brock Purdy instead.
I like that. That was something I was looking at as well.
You know, I needed a quarterback, Justin Fields. We talked about it in week 3 podcast.
You know what? Let's segue into this. Speaking about Justin Fields, you watched the 3rd week video. He's like, I don't know what to do with Justin Fields. It's a problem. I have to do something. And what do I get? I get a text message. He says, "Hey, Papi." I'm like, "Oh, Benicio Theo, what's going on? I have a trade proposal for you." He says, I'm like, "Okay, what is it?" He says, "I'll trade you Justin Fields." And what was his name? What was the name again? I can't even remember the second person's name.
I don't remember who I offered you.
Let's see. Hey, let's look at this real quick. It's gonna be very quick. Justin Fields. And it was such a nobody. It hurt my feelings.
That's okay.
Let's see. He said, and Pickens.
And George Pickens for Ayuk.
For Brandon Ayuk.
Okay.
The most targeted wide receiver and one of the most top-tier offensive teams.
There's nothing wrong with offering trade proposals. There's always the art of negotiations that we have to learn to conduct. You know, even though I offer that, see if you come back. You didn't come back with it. It's okay. No hard feelings. That's what negotiations are all about. But if Fields scores 25 this week, and then you have George Pickens that goes off this week, you're gonna be thinking twice about it.
Maybe, but I don't think so. When Russell Wilson does a good performance this week, which I believe he will do.
We'll see.
It would be very heartbreaking.
Well,
very heartbreaking if Russell Wilson does a terrible performance against one of the worst teams in the league currently at this time.
Listen, it's an NFL team. Any given Sunday.
Look what happened with the Cardinals and the Cowboys.
Exactly.
Exactly. Another time.
It's an NFL team. Those are professional players out in the field. Those guys are going to play their heart out because they don't want to be embarrassed again. And they're playing at home. They're playing at home. I think Fields throws up this week. I believe Fields gives me, even though I'm not starting him, it might be the most bonehead play of the week. I don't know. We'll see. I believe Fields puts up 20 points this week. And I believe Pickens gives me 15. 15 and 20.
Let's write that down.
15
that down in the
and
books.
20. I'm predicting that for tomorrow, week number 4.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Listen, I appreciate you sharing your insight on the injuries to the owners. You're more than welcome to come down to Commissioner's Cove anytime you would like. Any owner, as a matter of fact, any owner is invited down to Commissioner's Cove. You want to come down, you want to sit down, you want to have a talk, you want to have a little interview, I got no problem with it. Doors always open. The stock is full. If you want to have a drink, whatever you want to have a cigar outside, whatever, it's on me. All right. I appreciate you coming out again.
Sounds good.
Thank you for your time. Good luck this week, El Niño, and I'll talk to you later.
Of course.
Que tú me tienes temblando de noche y de día.